Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and today I have for you guys my big once a month grocery haul. These are typically well-received videos, and so I'm going to just show you a couple things I got that are non-food, and then we'll get into the food that I purchased, as well as a whole list of meals that I have planned to make this month. I did spend $389 today on groceries, and that is going to be a good portion of our groceries for the month. It is amazing now that we are down to 6 people at home. It's amazing how much less I've been going through. I really didn't think it was going to be that, I didn't think it would be such a change, but it really has been. So yeah, not quite as big of hauls as it used to be. I did pick up a couple non-food items at Aldi. I went to both Aldi and Walmart. So it was about $50 at Walmart and $338 or $339 at Aldi. Now, these are the only non-food items that I picked up today. So I did get some chalk, and I'm going to pass this off. And they want to go outside. So there you go. And then I did pick up one thing of off. Warren says that just means that the mosquitoes lick it off and then bite you anyway, but that's what I picked up. And then some of this sunscreen. I really like to have this on hand for when we're going down swimming, in the summer and everything. It's nice if we think we're going to be out for a long time. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of sunscreen because I do think that, just getting the sun to your skin is good for you in small doses for sure. But we don't want to get a sunburn. I also picked up some aluminum foil because obviously I needed that. I have not put everything onto my monthly calendar style planner yet, but I do have some things just kind of written out here. There are some recipes I'd like to try out of the Quick Cooking. This is the 2003. I've been trying recipes out of this particular issue last month as well. And here are some of the different things that I would like to make this month. So I do want to try this meatball recipe. It's a ground beef mix. That sounded really good. And we do like some meatballs with gravy and over egg noodles. That is one of Joe's favorite meals. I also have kind of some breakfast types of things I'd like to try.
I'm gonna try it.
I'd like to try this peanut butter toast. Well, it's peanut butter bread, but I thought that would be good as toast, and then with like scrambled eggs. Again, that could be a lunch. We could have it. We could just add on some sausage or bacon or something and have that for supper. I know Joe is here with me. What is it that you're excited about?
Well, I'm gonna take 3.
You take 3?
Yes.
I know. I got 3 things of graham crackers, and he is so excited. I would like to try this ranchero supper, which obviously is going to be kind of like a Tex-Mex dish. Again, some meatball stroganoff, some cheese quesadillas for lunch. I do have planned to do hug and kiss soup. I did already make these crusty mini loaves. Those are so good, and I'll probably make those again. This was a new recipe I would like to try, bean and beef crescent pie, and I believe... yes, I did get the crescent rolls for that. When I saw those on my grocery list, I was like, what were those for again? So some spinach ricotta pasta. I think that is the recipe, if I'm not mistaken, unless I wrote it down someplace else. I think that's the recipe that Emily shared. It actually has chicken in it as well. I'm looking forward to trying that. Calico beans, I've been wanting to make those for over a month now, and I'd like to make a great big batch of those and take some to Nick, because I know he likes that a lot. I did pick up some fish here, you'll see, because I would like to do just like fish tacos, just like you would get at a restaurant. I love those so much, and sometimes they're just not the right flavor at certain restaurants. Okay, some chicken pasta in wine sauce. This was a new recipe. I'd like to make some venison burgers this month, and we'll probably make them kind of like butter burgers at Culver's. What I do is I put butter down on my cast iron, and then I fry up the burger right on a great big pat of butter, and it just adds a lot of good flavor to the venison burgers. I also would like to do some Bill's Beef. There's a restaurant, it's actually in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and they do something called Bill's Beef, and that is really, really good, so I'd like to do that again. It's been a while. This recipe here, dump and bake meatball casserole, I don't know where I found that, but I printed it and it looked good, and I know Joe loves meatballs. Some turkey noodle soup. We were gifted a turkey. No one in our group has shot a turkey yet, but we were gifted a turkey, and so I know Warren really loves turkey noodle soup, so I thought I would do that. Again, some more hamburgers. We'll do some tater tots and onion rings with that. Here's just a standard kind of summery meal. We'll do this for lunch or supper on a busy Saturday. So that kind of wraps up some of the meals that I have planned. I don't think I have quite enough meals for the whole entire month, but I'm kind of gradually still working, although it's actually already May 5th. Right, yesterday was the whole May the 4th be with you or whatever, so I'm not a Star Wars fan. So here are the tater tots and the onion rings, and then here I did get 6 pizzas, so we'll probably make 2 or 3 of these today for lunch, and then then I'll just have the other ones for later in the month. Did pick up some of these frozen hash browns. The kids absolutely love those. Peter completely knows how to make those, so he will make those for like Joseph and Maria for breakfast, which is a great treat for them and me. And then I did get some brats. I don't have that on my menu, but that was something I was thinking of, was having a brat night. And then I did pick up some of these drumsticks. They were $1 off, although when I got home just now I realized she didn't give me the $1 off, so I'll have to take my receipt. If they ever do that at Aldi, be sure to just take your receipt back in. You could, even if you wanted to, snap a picture on your phone just to show them, you know. But anyway, I shop there often, so most of the ladies know me, and they will give me my $1 back next time. So chicken legs, again, not on my menu plan, but I'm always looking for these stickers for, you know, $1, $2, or I've also noticed recently that they do some 50% off stickers as well. They were on some more expensive cuts of meat that I didn't need because I have a freezer full of venison. But anyway, they had some great prices on like beef kebab meat and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll probably just do like, you know, oven fried chicken with that at some point. Here are the 2 packages of chicken breast for the different meals that I have planned for chicken this month. And that would be like that spinach ricotta recipe that Emily had shared, and then the wine sauce over the chicken, that one as well. I picked up some of these 2 packages of these chicken patties. Again, just a nice lunch to have when maybe we don't have leftovers. Then I can pop those in the oven quick, or in my air fryer as well. Some lunch meat. I'll put one of these in the freezer so that we can bring it out at, you know, like the halfway point throughout the month and make sandwiches again, and that will make both Joseph and Maria very, very happy. And then some of these sausage patties. I went with the patties this time because last time I did links, and I like to change it up. Here's the fish. I did get some of the fish fillets and the fish sticks for doing the fish tacos. So these fish fillets, we'll just put a whole fillet right in the tortilla, put some red onion, like I'll soak red onion in vinegar and some salt. It's so delicious, trust me on that. And then a little coleslaw, and I'll put some cilantro on it, and that will be a fish taco, and they're so, so good. And then if someone doesn't want a fish taco, they can just, you know, eat it like that. Here's the ricotta cheese for that spinach and ricotta dish. Then some Parmesan cheese. I had Parmesan on my list, so I got like the shaky cheese, and I thought, did I need this too? I picked it up because we'll always use that, and it lasts like almost forever. Well, not quite, but close. Some sour cream. I don't have a lot of things earmarked for sour cream this month, but again, sour cream does last quite a while. The date on here is June 24th, so I have a long time on that. And 1 thing of cottage cheese. I did get a number of packages of cream cheese here because I have some desserts that I'd like to try. A number of no-bake, kind of summery style, graham cracker crust style pies. So I look forward to making those. Some of them are chocolate based, one of them is cranberry based, so I'm excited to try those and then show you guys those recipes. Hopefully they're good. And then 2 of these boxes of fruit and grain bars. It's been a long time since I bought these, and I know the last time Sam was like, I really like those. And then a whole lot of cheese. It's actually not that much. 1 pound, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds of cheese, which probably isn't even going to be enough for the whole month. That's something that I'd probably have to go back for. That's not necessary to go back. You can just pop cheese in the freezer. I mean, I could have got more and put it in the freezer. I just didn't think about it today. Some Parmesan cheese, and then ketchup. I always like to have a ketchup on hand, and I always like to have a ranch on hand. I always like to have these brown gravy packets on hand. You know, you could make like a quick hamburger gravy over instant mashed potatoes, and that just makes a really fast supper, and it's decent enough. If you season up the meat, like throw in some Mrs. Dash, or really whatever kind of seasoning blend you like, it really, really adds to the hamburger gravy. They have been out of the Taco Bell hot sauce for I don't even know how long. I kept having people check when they would be there, and they were out. So anyway, since it was restocked today, I picked up 2 of those. A Mrs. Dash because I was out. This is like the kind of the main seasoning that I do in my lasagna, and I was out of it. And then some more garlic powder, 1 thing of coffee because we have a short canister already. And then this was not on my list, but I realized when I was walking down the aisle, I'm like, hey, I'm out of that. And I like to keep this on hand for when I want to make those chicken breasts, like the fried chicken breasts. I've made them a number of times, or the fried pork chops. This is part of the seasoning coating that goes on that. I am back with a full battery, so let's keep going. I did get 2 cans of pork and beans, 2 cans of mandarin oranges, oh, that's another mandarin orange. There's 2 cans down there of the peaches in the light syrup. I did pick up 2 of these grill style beans. These are the steakhouse style. We found that we like those better than, I think they have like a brown sugar and maple one, and I tend to like this one better. 1 cream of chicken, 1 cream of mushroom. Those were not on my list, but I thought I just like to have one in the pantry just in case. A couple cans of corn, and then a couple cans of refried beans. I know one of these cans of refried beans is for the ranchero supper, and the other one was just to have on hand. And here we go, $12 for an entire case of chicken noodle soup. Warren loves having this on hand. Sometimes if he comes in at an off time for lunch, and you know, we already have eaten, I've already fed the kids and I've eaten, then a lot of times he will just make a can of chicken noodle soup. And here are 2 cans of crescent rolls for that one meal, which I've already forgotten what it is, but I couldn't remember. I didn't know if I needed 1 or 2, so I picked up 2. Here's the bread for the month. I have not had to get the 8 loaves like I used to, so I picked up 1 12-grain, 1 keto-friendly bread. This is kind of nice if we're going to be having something where I really don't want to miss out on the bread, like BLTs or something, and then I will have that bread. And then some Italian bread and 2 things of the whole grain white. I did pick up 1 thing of bagels and 1 package of English muffins. Those English muffins are really nice. I have those earmarked for making like egg sandwiches. That makes a really quick lunch. It's again something that I can make if people are eating at different times because it's easy to put together. Look at the new bottles for the coconut creamer. So 2 coconut creamers for the month, 2 cartons of heavy whipping cream. Both of those are earmarked for some of those desserts that I have planned on making, and then 8 pounds of butter. Butter was $2.99 today. And I do want to just point out that originally I was going to do a grocery pickup at Aldi, which would be through Instacart. And when I went on this time and I started putting things into my cart, I'm like, boy, some of this stuff just seems more expensive. And not just a few cents like it used to be. It seemed like most things were about 20 cents more. And I thought, okay, every 5 items I'm paying another $1. That really adds up when you get this many things. So I just decided to abandon that cart and go and do my own grocery shopping. And yeah, like butter, if I did it through Instacart, it was $3.29 a pound and it was only $2.99 a pound. So that's 30 cents difference. Big difference. I do know that it's very convenient to do the pickup, you know, and there is definitely a time and a place for that, but this just wasn't the time and place for me this time. 6 gallons of milk. We'll come over by the fruit. I didn't get a ton of fruit this time. There's a lot of stuff just didn't look fabulous, but I did pick up some bananas and then some apples, 1 thing of cuties. We actually have some oranges in the fridge still, and then 1 package of the pears. These are pretty firm, so they're going to have to wait. You know, it's going to be a while before those are ready. Here are the vegetables for this month, or as long as they last us, and then I'll have to go back and replenish. But I did get some romaine lettuce, some baby spinach, tomatoes. Those were a great price today. I want to say that it was like $1.29 or something for all of those tomatoes. This I picked up at Walmart, and I thought I could dice up chicken and put into here. It was, yeah, $3.34, and it comes with like the noodles and the sauce and the vegetables. It just looked like something that would be fun to try. Here are the green onions that I picked up for this month. Now, if you had been following along with my green onion saga in some of my real life mom vlogs, so I was utilizing kind of my somewhat slimy green onions. I peeled everything that was bad off of them, and then I put them into a jar of water, and I let them start growing again. And they grew very, very tall, and I was snipping them off and using them. But eventually, even though I was changing the water all the time, well, the roots obviously just kept growing and growing and growing. And then it just kind of started, they kind of started to deteriorate probably after about 2 weeks. Then I had to just pitch them. So it's a great thing to do, you know, to just kind of revive some green onions, but it's not like you never have to buy green onions again. We have some carrots. I do want to make, you know, hug and kiss soup, and then they're just a good thing to snack on. I know Joe, he likes to snack on carrots. Some cilantro for those fish tacos. I can't wait to have my own cilantro growing again, because I'm the only one that eats cilantro, and I will not eat all of this, and it just kind of feels wasteful. If I have my own, I can go snip off like 3 leaves and I'm good. Okay, a few of these baby cucumbers, or mini, I guess they're mini cucumbers. Hopefully they taste good. I don't know about you guys, but lately cucumbers have been horrible from the store. But I'm trying again to see if they're good. Some coleslaw to have on the fish tacos. And then I do have, one thing of ramen. This is another one of those things that Peter loves to make for lunch. He does ramen and dumplings. To make dumplings, all you do is mix up an egg with some flour until it's nice and like a thick gloppy paste, and you put them into the boiling water, and as soon as they float, they're done. And yeah, then Peter puts the rest of the ramen stuff into that water and makes it. He loves it. Maria loves it that he makes it for her, and it's a win. So there are a few pasta dishes this month. And so here's the rigatoni that's going to be for that meatball dish. Some linguine, which I believe is going to be for that spinach ricotta dish. Some rotini that I cannot remember what that's for. Egg noodles for the turkey noodle soup. And then I picked up 2 boxes of the Annie's white cheddar and shells. And then just 2 boxes of the regular macaroni and cheese. A couple things of imitation vanilla. I know you all tell me I should be using pure vanilla. And sometimes I get some and it's very good, and sometimes I don't like it. I'm telling you, I have used real vanilla, and my family is like, something's different with these cookies. So back to this it is. Okay, and then some sugar, some all-purpose flour. This is the unbleached from Walmart that I love so much, and it's been a lot cheaper. It was almost $2 for 5 pounds not that long ago, and now it's down to under $1.50. Powdered sugar, 2 things of brown sugar, vegetable spray, 3 things of marshmallows, 2 packages of pecans. I wanted to make my cherry pecan bread from the cookbook the other day, and I was totally out of pecans, and I almost was going to substitute walnuts, and I'm like, you know, I love that flavor of the baked pecans, so I just didn't want to risk it. So here we go. Corn syrup was not on my list, but there are some things at Aldi that even if it's not on my list and they have it, I pick it up because it's not there all the time. And it's really, really nice to have on hand because it's so much less expensive than buying it at another grocery store. So the light corn syrup is one of those things. It literally can be 3 times the price at Walmart than it is at Aldi. So I like to have that on hand. Maybe not quite 3, but like 2.5 times the price. Some slivered almonds for something. I cannot remember what. I don't have chicken salad on my menu, but maybe I was thinking about that. This was something that Aldi had, was Angel Food Cake Mix. It's not something they really rarely ever have, so I picked up a couple of those. And now I just realized I forgot to show you guys from the other side our cereal choices. The graham crackers, and then Peter had requested strawberry Pop-Tarts this time instead of the brown sugar and cinnamon, so I did that. Some cornflakes. I might make cornflake clusters. Everybody always seems to like those so well. And then Rice Krispies. And then these are like our Golden Grams in the great big bag. And then like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, it's not. It's Cinnamon Toasters. but it's basically the same thing. I did need some crackers this month, so some saltines. Peter's been catching a lot of fish, and we've been, like last night we had another fish fry with all fish that he caught, which he was just like so proud of that, and I was proud of him too. And so we like to roll the fish into crushed saltines. Excuse me. Some pita crackers and some thin wheats. Wheat thins, I guess. I still call them wheat thins. Here are the graham cracker crusts. I bought 4 of them. Yeah, we'll see if I can get all those desserts made at some time or another. And then this dark chocolate with almonds. This is going to be for one of the desserts. It's going to be a graham cracker crust dessert. And then the kids had been asking if I would make the chocolate chip blondies, but do it where you put the crushed Oreos in it, so it's kind of like a cookies and cream blondie. And so I got 1 package for that, and then just 1 package I'll tuck away, far, far away. And we'll bring those out later in the month. It's been a while since I had cashews, so I did pick up an entire canister of those, and then some vanilla wafers. I have some fruit snacks, and then a thing of trail mix. This isn't a normal thing for me to buy, but it looked good, and I thought, you know, I could give the kids like a little Dixie cup when they go outside, and that would maybe keep them happy for a little while. You know how it is when you want to get something done and they're like, ah, Mom, Mom, Mom. So there we go. A cup of trail mix and send them outside. Here are some of these little cracker cheese sticks because the kids like those, and then some chips. So a couple things of the white tortilla chips, some kettle chips, nacho chips, and cheese curls. I will again pack some of these or put these up higher so we can bring them out later in the month. And that is it. Wow, that's a lot of groceries, but yet at the same time, it doesn't feel like quite as much as I used to buy. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you got some inspiration for your own meals. I think grocery haul videos are appealing because it kind of helps us when we feel stuck in a rut. It helps us to get some new ideas like, oh boy, I haven't made that in a long time. And I know I said that in the last video and it's still the same. I actually do find myself gravitating sometimes toward a grocery haul video just to see if I can come up with like a new thing to make. There we go. That's my grocery haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like this type of content, I would love to have you subscribe. That's the little button down there, someplace down there, and the bell. If you do click on that bell, you will be notified as soon as a video gets published. You guys have a fabulous day. We'll see you in the next one.